Yo, 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 welcome back to the Hulaham Hour. Kurtis and Nick at your service. No guests this week. Nick, how's it going, brother?
Yeah, it's not going too bad, man. How about yourself?
Dude, full swing in league. Fall is in full swing. It's hunting season. Lions beat some ass, dude. It's been a pretty... Oh, and I went 3-0 in fantasy. Let's kick it. Welcome back to the Hulaham Hour. Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. It's been a fun ride, man. I was going over some stuff. My wife asked me before I came out here what episode number we're on. We are on episode number 46. And even with a couple missed weeks, couple double episodes, things of that nature, we will be hitting our 52nd episode the day before our 1-year anniversary of the channel. So that'll be kind of cool. So we're on, as long as we either don't skip weeks or I make up for it, we're just on pace to pretty much whatever episode number is how many weeks in that we are to this channel. So again, we appreciate it. Again, a couple weeks ago, as of last week, we crested that 100,000 view mark. Let's see how fast it takes us to get to 200,000 or a million. So I can't even believe that I'm uttering those words. So it's pretty wild. So thank you, everybody. Really appreciate it. So, as usual, we're going to kick it right off here with our fantasy football update from our different leagues here. Going to start out with the Fourth and Long Prognosticators League. And I also would like to shout out Mr. Matt Prim, as he so graciously wanted me to say, Hutch, you shot your wad last week, bud. That was a good one, man. Good game. That's from Prim. So, you're welcome, Matt. All right, getting right down to it. Yours truly, still sitting in first place. Ended up taking Scary Terry and the gang to the cleaners, 158 to 100. Ryan, I know when I seen you last, you were like, man, you're really letting me have it on the channel. Well, you did give me a little bit of a scare there for about maybe 5 minutes when our point projections were within maybe 10 of one another. I don't even want to be within 10 of last place, so... Anyways, good luck walking in the parade next year, Ryan. That's harsh reality. All right, Moran took down Hurton for a title, 119 to 105. Man fell short to Big Bush League, 136 to 124. Yeah, as Matt said, he really did shoot you wide, Jeff. 192 to 178. Yahoo gave Jeff an A grade, and we all gave him a rash of shit. And now Jeff is in third place. I think 192 is probably the highest score I've seen in this league, considering that we don't play kickers and we don't play individual defensive players either, which is roughly about an extra 20 points on average per week, where we typically do crest 200 in our leagues pretty regularly. So for this league to have someone that almost got 200 points is crazy. Jeff, hats off, man. Apparently Yahoo knows more than I do, so... Jared's Not Branham's fell to F Your Couch, 156 to 95. Man, I could make a suggestion for you, Brad. One, stop sending me bullshit trade offers. No one that's of the right state of mind would ever trade Saquon Barkley for Jahmyr Gibbs. Sorry. I'm hanging on to Gibbsy for life. Yeah, so with that being said, Jared's Not Branham's is in 11th place. That's rough. Rough reality, Brad. Anyways, and then two girlies, one cup fell short to the Icky Subtle, who's on a little bit of a hot streak now. So, yeah, but as I said on the standings real quick, yeah, I am in first, Beer Belly Bombers. Second is Moran at 5-2. Third is Chase and TDs, and fourth is Big Bush League and Mike. So, yeah, it's shaping up now. Who's good, who's bad, who's hot, who's not. So, yeah. All right, moving on. We'll start with our matchup this week, Nick. We played each other in the league, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, week 7, please. Okay. Yeah, our game ended up being awesome. We both played decent, but I did come out on top. 156. Dicker in the Brown 2.0 took it to It Hurts Laporta 156 to 150. You had Mike Evans, which lost you the game. I mean, that's just flat out did. When we'll get into some Mike Evans talk here in the headlines portion of this show. However, you know your team didn't play bad. It's just honestly Sam Laporta shit the bed.
Yeah.
And Mike Evans got hurt. Other than that, dude, you put the whoop down. I had 1, 2, 3, 4 players get single digits, including Saquon Barkley. And I also went hunting Sunday morning, and I'm sitting in my blind, doing nothing, overthinking everything about fantasy football. And I was like, you know what? I don't think I want to play Devontae Smith this week. I'm going to put in, who did I put in? Kenneth Walker for him. Yeah, that was the fucking dumbest shit I ever done in my life. Because Devontae Smith had a career day and got 33.3 freaking fantasy points, and Kenneth Walker got 6.6. It's like to a point in Seattle, Kenneth Walker ain't even number 1 anymore. It's Charbonnet. Like, Charbonnet had the majority of the carries, I believe. I mean, and I don't blame him. He's running better than him, but it just fucking sucks. All right, moving on. Moody as fuck beat out Pigskin Princess beat out Moody as fuck 198 to 189 in the battle of the high-scoring women there. That was a hell of a game. Catalina's Pillows beat out Team Kaziski Kush 164 to 144. Ricky P 5272, change your name, Rick. Had a really shit week. Excuse me. 110 to 178 to Tawas Conks Crushers. Need me a drink. And Scotty doesn't know fantasy. Your team name has never been more fitting, Scott. You fell to Morty 161 to the lowest score of the year between any league that I've been a part of at 89.12. Scott, cheers to you, buddy, because you deserve that low score. Hardcore. And Lil Conks put the whooping on her older brother, old Conk, at 176 to 104. Yeah, this league is starting to shape up again, too, standings-wise and things like that, but there is a freaking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way tie for last place right now. There's a 5-way.
Yeah.
So there are 5 teams at 2 and 5. And it's Scotty Doesn't Know Fantasy, It Hurts Laporta, Dicker in the Brown 2.0, and Team Kazuski Kush, and Old Conk. And Old Conk is currently in. Yes, so this is how it's shaken out. So we changed that rule this year that it doesn't matter about it. We used to just go off of total points scored, and now it does go off of total points scored as a secondary one. But your first tiebreaker is going to be your head-to-head matchup. So for example, Ryan beat Blair this year,
And me.
Oh, then, well, okay. I guess I don't get it then because it's got Ryan ahead of Blair but lower than you.
I don't know if we changed it in that league.
No, we did. Well, I did for both. Yes, 110%. I did it for both. Either way, I don't know. Maybe. So, yeah. Well, Blair, have fun at the bottom. Sucks to suck. But it's still giving us a very minute hope of playoff, chance.
Yeah, we look like the Baltimore Ravens.
Dude, it's terrible. It's terrible over there.
I got 1 game more than they do. Woohoo!
I got 1 more. I gotta figure out a way to bang on the camera. There they are. All right, get my rings in there. I still haven't come up with a replacement for this. If I don't run it back, I gotta come up with something. If you guys have any ideas? Maybe I buy a Lego Vince Lombardi trophy and build it and just put it there. Or maybe I get a replica one made when the Lions win this year. Let us know in the comments what I should put there. But this guy right here, he ain't going nowhere. All right, moving on. Blood, sweat, and beers. Another crazy week. I wish ESPN would put Jaden Daniels out. He's not playing. He's already been ruled out. But he's doubtful, which means I can't put him in the goddamn IR spot yet and pick up another quarterback. Make him ESPN. Do it. Okay. God. So Ken is in first. Straight out of Hale is what he changed his team name to. I've never seen anybody change their name mid-season that's undefeated. And Ken now is currently the only undefeated person left in all three of the leagues that I'm participating in. Week 7. All right. Yeah, so No Souls 2.0 got their third victory of the year. I'm on a 3-game win streak. Woo! Miracles do happen, Nick. No Souls 2.0 took down MGM Superstars 168 to 143. Straight Out of Hail took down Nail Painter and the Dogs 183 to 147. Take It Gently took down Juicy Furburger 188 to 154. Every week, Gabe. Every week. Ginger Killa fell short. The Jaman and the Jameer 194 to 143. Allen also shot his wad. Yeah. Wapple Pops beat out my ball Zach Ertz in the Battle of the Brothers 152 to 140. And man, Janae, my poor wife, has been just getting the short end of the stick this year, man. John had a terrible week, and so did she. However, she got beat out by big old TDs 125 to 122. 3-point game, man. That's such a sham. But hey, we all move on. So our fantasy seasons are shaping up, Nick, a little bit. I mean, me and you are, tied for 5th with Steven in this other one. Our playoff chances are definitely on the rise. I don't know, man. What's your synopsis? I know what your one synopsis is in the one league because you just hate that team and they suck. But give us your thoughts. We're about halfway through our regular season of fantasy football. Where are you at?
So a couple of my losses were by people that put up 200 points. So I don't feel bad about that league at all. Mm. And, and it hurts Laporta. I've just gotten killed by the injury bug.
Yeah, bad.
I mean, McLaurin's out. Mike Evans is dead. Austin Eckler's dead. I mean, it's just been rough. Dead. And in a 12-man league with 17 rounds, it's just you can only play the waiver wire so much.
Yeah, dude, it's true. It's very true.
And I survived my 2-week stint, where Bourne went off. I benched him this week. He got a whopping 3 points. That's just how it goes when you play third stringers.
Yeah, man, it's tough. It's definitely been a very I hate hearing things like Mac Jones to some backup tight end that I've never, what I'm just completely wasted fantasy points. Ain't nobody starting them guys. I even with our max QB thing, and it still leaves 6 starting quarterbacks. This is probably going to steamroll into our first headline topic of the afternoon here, because we're done with our fantasy wrap up.
How do you think I felt about Brock Wright getting more catches than fucking Sam Laporta? It's dude, seriously?
It's so bad.
Come on.
Yeah, so that's gonna roll us right into our first headline of the week is quarterback play overall this year as a whole for the entire league has just been not good. There's been a couple, outstanding quarterbacks you can say so far this year.
Drake May stays on top, him and Baker.
And Baker played against the banged up Lions defense and looked like shit. So, but the other one that I'd really put up there, oh God, he was just at the, oh Jesus, I'm drawing a freaking blank. Dak Prescott's been playing out of his mind. He has no defense though. I mean, he's putting up MVP. I don't even like giving a Cowboy a compliment, let alone Dak Prescott, but he's deserving of it, dude. CeeDee Lamb comes back from his injury and looks better than he left from before he left. And I just realized I forgot to update the bottom ticker this week again. Yeah, it's been a day. Anyways, enjoy last week's ticker, people. Yeah, dude. I don't know. The quarterback play though, I was watching. Well, shout out Brandon Perna first of all, because his video that he did about the state of the NFL this year and where we're at, and that nobody knows shit. There's been a different number 1 ranked team in the power rankings every single week. There's no number 1 team. There's no team that's just the best. There's really not. But overall, I'm just sick of watching. I'm sick of watching backup quarterbacks. I get that injuries happen, but it just seems overwhelming this year. But what are your thoughts on the quarterback play so far this season?
It's been extremely subpar, honestly. I mean, and some of them are starting to come around, but maybe Bo Nix should only play in the fourth quarter. Apparently the first 3 don't matter to him. Which blows my mind.
Yeah.
Josh Allen still doesn't throw to receivers. I don't think he trusts any of his receivers to throw him a 50-50 ball. Mahomes has actually looked pretty good the last couple of weeks. I hate to say that too, but he has.
Yeah.
He's starting to come around. The Rashee Rice coming back especially, but overall, I mean, if Aaron Rodgers in the top 10 conversation, you got bigger fucking problems.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, Burgess Burgers, I don't know, man. Whatever his channel is. Great channel. Steelers fan. Love your content. We should link up sometime, brother. But he did a video that I watched today while I was getting paid to poop, and he just made 3 tiers. He did bad, good, and like MVP. Okay, and I think he only put 2. So 17 of the starting 32 quarterbacks he put in the bad category. Let's put it that way. And I could not find a pedestal to stand on to argue against any of them that he picked. So it's just been wild. But I think that's also what's led this year to be more of an evenly matched year. So, but hey.
There's no consistency.
Yeah,
these guys will go off for one game and get 4 touchdowns and then throw 3 picks the next week and 1 touchdown.
And it still makes absolutely no sense to me that it's just, the most blatant rigging ever happened 2 weeks ago with the Chiefs-Lions game because, everyone can argue maybe the Chiefs are actually better than people are painting them out to be, but when a team is 3-2, they were 2-3 when they played the Lions. And the Lions were 4-1. And they, stat-wise, Detroit was the better team. The only advantage you could have given KC in that game was home field advantage. And they were favored in the betting odds. They ended up winning that game and having the no call. It's just holy shit. And I don't want to think that the NFL is rigged because I love it too much. But goddamn, dude. And then for the Lions to come out and actually do what they did against Tampa Bay, a team that everybody, that was number 1 in the power rankings as of the week before that. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. What was really wild to me was actually watching, 1, Detroit's defense play better without Terrion Arnold. Shocker. And 2, we actually got calls. We, the Detroit Lions, who are worldly renowned for getting shit calls and bad calls or no calls, actually got calls overturned for us, dude. What were your thoughts about that? Was it fun watching it?
It was a very slow game, to be honest. Mm-hmm. It was a weird game to watch. Baker never looked comfortable. We never let him get comfortable.
No,
I mean, if you give him time to throw, he's gonna find people, and he was just under duress a lot.
He was. Our defense just looked incredible. I mean, it looked like we should play every game. And if that defense would have showed up against Kansas City or Green Bay, we win both those games too. But, talking with people, I'm glad we're not undefeated. It's just so much more added pressure and bullshit that you don't need. And also, if you don't lose, you're never going to be able to poke a hole in what you have going on, ever. So, yeah. Really proud of the Lions, though. Okay, a couple other headlines, and we'll get into our recap and predictions. Mike Evans, you mentioned him earlier. He's dead. He's not really dead, but he is out for the year, which means that his impressive 1,000-yard season streak has officially come to an end. Mike Evans, you've been so much fun to watch. I hope you do come back next year to try and play one more year, but if you don't, I totally understand. However, Mike Evans and I think it was Jerry Rice were the only 2 people to have I think it's 11 or 12 that he's up to now, consecutive seasons of 1,000 yards. I mean, that's the category that everybody strives to be in when they play in this league. So, yeah, it's incredible.
It was sad to see him go down like that, too. After just coming back for his hamstring, out with a concussion and a broken collarbone, it was like, damn, man.
Yeah.
Just can't buy one.
It's like he got ran over and then, beat up by a gang of pickpocketers,
He was just able to run again, finally.
Yeah.
Now he can run, but now he can't move his upper body.
Yeah. All right. I got one last headline, and we'll move into our recaps. So did you see anything about Chris Jones and his mystery bottle on the sidelines in the game on Sunday?
No.
Dude, it looked like he had a fifth of liquor. Like, I'm not, like, it looked like a bottle of Smirnoff. And I'm sure it's not, and I'm sure it's just funny. But I was scrolling through stuff today, and I saw that, and I'm like, this guy's just on the sideline just doing shots.
And still being awesome.
Yeah. You guys are just jealous how cool I am.
You probably went for the Space Jam, need your secret sauce.
Yeah, I thought that was rather funny. So, okay, let's get into our recap here.
And Brandon Graham coming back. That's kind of big for the Eagles defense.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And he's got a lot of weeks off. He's nice and healthy.
Hell yeah.
I'm surprised more older guys don't do that. Like, yeah, I'll just see you like week 8.
Yeah, I'll tell you what teams I think are going to start doing, though, is take the Rams approach to the London games.
Go over to Baltimore and stay instead of flying
over.
Well,
see, if you're already an East Coast team, you know, their thing was, they did that for one. A 3-hour jet lag in comparison to a 7 or 8 hour jet lag is a huge difference, So for them, they're already on West Coast time. So for them to gain the 3 hours and they stayed there all week, they already acclimated 3 hours off of that. And then, it was overall, I don't know why more teams aren't doing that. It just doesn't. It seems.
I think because more teams want to go over for the experience than anything and actually spend the week there and be able to get out. And
yeah.
That's what I think it's more about. Meet fans over there. I mean, it's kind of the whole point they're actually going over there.
Yeah. All right.
If you had one game a year, though, you want to see these guys.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
I mean.
Okay. So we had the Icy Hot Bowl on Thursday night last week. It was so much fun to watch. Flacco got the best of Rodgers, too, on a new team with new, but he made Jamar Chase and T. Higgins look like Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, and I knew it was going to take a little bit of time, but damn, hats off, Flacco. He friggin' killed it.
He did what Joe Burrow does. Get him the ball.
Yeah, just throw it in their general vicinity. I remember that when Calvin Johnson was playing, that they said, and as I'm sitting here staring at my double garage door, it's just absolutely insane to me that that's his catch radius. But they said that Calvin Johnson's standing, that you could throw it to any corner of like a double garage door, and he has the ability to just catch it still. And like if you think about it, like that's a long ways of reach. Like it really is. I don't know, and it just blows my mind that Jamar Chase probably has that similar feature, and all you got and how Jake Browning didn't go at all, like once. Yeah, whatever.
I know. Like Flacco looked over. Oh, he's 1-on-1. Guess who's getting the ball? Like it's he simplified it so much.
Yep, he sure did.
You want to double him? Hey, look at T. Higgins over there by himself. That looks pretty good.
That looks pretty good. Oh yeah. Yep.
Flacco's been doing it a while, and he hasn't had two weapons of that caliber, I don't think, ever. He's had some good receiving duos, but not like that.
Yeah, Jamar Chase is probably the best receiver he's ever thrown to, period. So, yeah, Bengals took down the Steelers 33-31. It's fun. We got the shit end of the stick the last couple of years on some primetime games, but I will say this year, Thursday night especially, it's been very entertaining. It has been.
Dude, I want to hear from Mike Tomlin after he went off about that trade and how stupid it was to get beat by Joe Flacco. I would have loved to hear him come out in a conference after.
Yeah, that would have been funny. Yeah, but Mike Tomlin said what everybody was thinking. He said exactly what everybody was thinking.
That's why he's the first quarterback since like 1976 to be traded in division during the season.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of blackmail that the Bengals have on the Browns, but apparently it's something juicy and good.
The Browns just don't give a shit.
All right. Moving on to the London game. Yeah, the Rams put the frickin' whoop down on Jacksonville. It was like not even a game. I mean, it wasn't a game from the start. They scored their first drive, second drive, and I think their third drive, and ended up taking down the Jags 35-7. Did you get a chance to watch it?
I watched it for a couple of minutes, and then it got out of hand, and I was not about it. Jacksonville's another one of them overrated teams for their record.
Yeah, we're starting to see a lot of that. Starting to see a decent amount of that. Okay. Eagles-Vikings. Carson Wentz getting the nod again next week. They still say JJ's ankle ain't ready to come back yet. The Eagles ended up winning 28-22. Not a whole lot of highlights from that game other than the fact that they let Jalen Hurts throw the ball again, but then they forgot that they had Saquon Barkley. But at least that they won. So
Jalen dropped dimes, though, in that game. He hit the long ball well.
Yeah, he did. First time in a while. And, had to do it. He must have, woke up in the middle of in the morning and been like, Curtis took out one of my receivers. I'm going to fucking do nothing but throw it to him now. And drink my Sprite.
Next week, and he's going to get 2 catches for 7 yards.
Yeah, dude. I put him in my lineup, and I'm already regretting it. Because I know if he's in my lineup, he's going to do shitty. And if I take him out of my lineup, he's going to... Hey, you know what, Eagles fans? For the right amount of money, I'll bench all my Eagles players. And you guys can just fucking... And I have a lot of them. Trust me, it'd be worth your money. Yeah, we got a Patreon. Link below. Check it out. Send us some money. All right. Patriots-Titans. What were your thoughts on the Vrabel revenge game?
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, the Titans are what the Titans are, but Drake May just looks awesome. He is the hottest quarterback in the league right now.
Yeah, dude, he's balling. He's
really coming in.
He's like, hey, sophomore slump.
I know, there's been so many sophomore slumps, and he's taken such a step up.
Yeah, dude. They even got some people going through a junior and a senior slump. It's pretty pathetic. So, yeah, Drake May playing out of his mind. New England's got their franchise QB 110%. Again, as long as he can avoid that injury bug. So, yeah, I don't know what kind of help Tennessee needs, but firing their coach wasn't it. I know that you got to do something to kind of take the pressure off yourself as an owner. Oh, man, I'm sick of going to my home stadium to watch my team that I own play football and hear 65,000 plus people go, you guys fucking suck. You know what I mean? The Ford family heard that for a long time here in Detroit. So I know it's rough in Tennessee right now, but hey, at least they got a victory. I mean, you could be Aaron Glenn. And speaking of that, rolling right into the next game. In the barn burner game of the week, Panthers-Jets. 13-6, the Panthers won. The Jets are terrible. What are your thoughts on the Jets? State of the Jets.
Dude, they're just a colossal clusterfuck. I think they need to trade Breece Hall before he dies on the Jets. Try to get something in return. Maybe a quarterback. I don't know. Do you trade for a Shadur Sanders at this point? I mean, just to give it a shot. They got to do something, though. It's pretty brutal. Tyrod Taylor ain't the answer either. That's why he's been a career backup. Yeah. He's not a bad backup.
No, by any means.
Still a backup.
I will... And their defense is good, but they don't get turnovers. I don't think they had a turnover again last week. You held a team to 13 points, and your offense sucks so much ass that you only scored 2 field goals or maybe a touchdown and missed the field goal. I don't know. I was watching Red Zone. But, yeah, just bad. But you know what? Kudos to Carolina Panthers because they're freaking 4-3. So, I mean, jeepers creepers. All right, and speaking of shit show teams, another shit show bowl here. And the Dolphins also put up 6 points. Funny that the 2 shittiest teams in the league scored both 6 points apiece. Wow. Played the Browns and got the asses handed to them, 31-6. Now, okay, so Dylan Gabriel won a game. He threw a couple touchdown passes, whatever. I still don't think. Just watching him play, he just does not fit the bill. Jake Browning looks more like a starter than Dylan Gabriel does. It's just the way they carry themselves, how much poise they have, all that kind of stuff. And I just feel like that I could steal his lunch and hold it above my head, and he'd just be like, yeah. I don't know, man. How many more games do you think before Shadur starts?
Dude, it's going to be a lot, I think, because I was reading from what Stefanski said today. They're not giving him shit for first-team reps in practice even. Usually as a backup, you at least get, a handful of packages in case something happens. And it doesn't seem like they want. They might call Bailey Zappi up to number 1 if Gabriel gets hurt.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're seeing every day, but holy shit, he must be terrible in practice.
Yeah, and I saw an article scrolling through some headlines this afternoon for that said that practices were starting to look different for him, and I'm like, oh, maybe they're giving him those reps, and now you're telling me that they're not. So, hot diggity damn, sucks to suck, dog.
If you're a team like the Jets, maybe you think about giving him a 4th-round pick for him.
Yeah.
Because, they draft him in the 5th, so you're not really losing anything by giving him a shot.
Nope, you're not. It's just
Miami, the Jets. There's a few places I think that could put him to work.
Yeah, so speaking of the Dolphins, do you think Tua's career is done? Because I sure do.
I absolutely do. Who else is going to take him? He's one hit away from never playing football.
He's a China doll. He, granted, I'll give him some props for fucking up and coming back and apologizing. That takes a lot. Mike McDaniels is not the problem in Miami. They're just they're injured. Tua's not the answer, and their defense isn't awful, but it's just I don't know. I don't think Mike McDaniels. If they fire him, I'm gonna feel bad because it ain't his fault. I think he's a great coach. I do. I like his swag. I like the way that he is. It just I don't know. What are your thoughts on Mike?
I don't mind McDaniels. I really don't. I don't think he's a bad coach. Mm-hmm. I don't think Miami is the place for him to be anymore, though. I think it's time for him to move on, whether that's firing or whatever. I think it's time for him to move on.
Yeah, looking at some of the other teams and shit, I just don't even know where would be a good fit for him because I'll be honest, if the Raiders keep this up, I think they part ways with Pete Carroll after this year. It's been bad. And granted, I also think it's time they pull Geno and put in Gardner Minshew too. I mean, especially since he put up friggin' no points last week. The only team that got shut out. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself in these games here, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens in Miami, but at least they have a victory, which, again, the Jets still don't. All right, moving on.
Miami just needs to cut everything, move on, and just get into start
selling.
Fire
everybody. Move the team. Be the Fort Lauderdale fuckheads. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
Fort Lauderdale.
I mean, trade Jalen Waddle, get some draft picks or something. Just
Achane needs to go someplace. I think he'd really do well as a number one, not in Miami. They just need to hit the reset button. Tennessee, New York Jets, and they need to just beep. Okay. Saints Bears. God, this is getting freaking ridiculous. The Bears won another one. They haven't played anybody though. I mean, the wins that they're getting are against shitty ass teams. So. Again, Ben Johnson, I think you're just literally getting lucky. So go buy a lottery ticket while you still got some luck.
Well, here's a stat for you. They're playing the Ravens this week, and the Ravens are a 65% chance to win at 1-5.
God, I love it. God, and I hope that holds true. I wonder if they're favorites on the money line, too.
They don't even know if Lamar's coming back, and they still got him at 65% over the Bears. I'm like, you got to be shitting me.
Well, that's because Harbaugh took all their ping pong tables, pool tables, and video games away.
I know I sent you that. That is hilarious.
God, I took all that stuff away because that's stuff that women don't like, and you guys are playing like women.
52 women here.
Yeah. That channel, I got. Do you know the name of that channel?
I'm subscribed. I'd have to look it up.
It's so good. We got to shout them out sometime because their content is hysterical. It's hysterical, and they do more. They do more than just NFL. I've seen some NBA ones that are pretty good. I've seen one today. I think I sent it to you. The LeBron one. Yeah. And Bronny. And that's freaking hilarious. Excuse me. All right, Bears took the Saints down 26-14. I just, I know that the Saints have been sticking with Spencer Rattler, and we said last week on the program that there's not been even one word spoke about Tyler Shook since they drafted him. I'm just kind of curious, is Kellen Moore just standing his ground to stand his ground since he's the new coach and he wants to just ride his decision out, knowing that I don't think them changing a quarterback is going to make their team any better, really. What are your thoughts with the Saints right now, though?
Kellen Moore was a great offensive coordinator and also a quarterback himself. I think he's seeing something that he is not very happy with in Tyler Shook. I think he sees him every day, the way he goes through, maybe his fundamentals, and he's like, this ain't going to help at all.
Yeah, Spencer Rattler, he shows signs of being great, but only signs. Like he doesn't, he'll throw a nice deep ball and then come back the next drive and throw a pick six. So no consistency there either.
And the Bears, they've been carried by DeAndre Swift in this little win streak. When you shut down the run game, dude, I'd make Caleb drop back 40 times.
Yeah, that's
where
100% factual. I can't wait for us to play the Bears again. I hope we just absolutely steamroll them again.
Put 7 in the box at all times and make Caleb Williams
Yeah, because no knock on DeAndre Swift, but he's not that good of a running back.
No, he's still a decent running back, but he's not great.
No. Good, not great. All right, Raiders-Chiefs, touched on this earlier. Raiders put up a goose egg. Lost 31-0 to the Chiefs. I don't know, man. It's a shit show out in Las Vegas. It's bad. Somebody posted like a screenshot of I think the last 20 years of Raiders football. And they've had 2 winning seasons, and both of those winning seasons they lost in the wild card round. Now, speaking from experience as a veteran Detroit Lions fan, we feel your pain, dude. But it probably isn't going away anytime soon. So, I don't know. A running back isn't your answer to all your prayers. I do think there's a lot of promise in Ashton Genty, but it's going to take a lot.
What I'm curious to see is now that they got Tom Brady, he's going out scouting quarterbacks. He is in college.
Yeah. But all these people that are bitching that, Tom Brady shouldn't be like in a booth, and then like be an announcer and then be an owner and all this kind of shit. Like, obviously it ain't fucking working. Like, I mean, like, let him fucking do it. The Raiders suck still. Like, I'm almost to a point. What if fucking Tom Brady sold his shares of the team and then fucking padded up? Yeah. I mean, I bet you he's still got some left. I know wholeheartely he'd play better than Geno Smith.
Yeah, but even he doesn't want to play for that team.
Fuck no, dude. He wants to live past 50. I want to see my kids grow up. Like, goddamn. I want to keep that child support money coming in from my ex-wife.
I just don't know in like back-to-back weeks how you put up 6 total points in 2 weeks and not just start shaking up your quarterbacks.
Dude,
or something. Try something.
Yeah, anything, man. Like, you gotta, Pete Carroll, you're better than this, bro. Like, 100%.
Get off Geno's dick. I know you got the Seattle bond. Dude, he's old.
Yep.
Move on.
Yeah. All right. Colts, Chargers. Colts look dangerous, dude. Colts are definitely front runner for the trade deadline that's coming up very rapidly. To get to land, I think they are one really, really good defensive player away from being a very elite team. What are your thoughts on that? Do you agree with that or no?
I do, and I think they're going to go out after an edge rusher, to be honest with you. And from what I was looking at today, there's quite a few teams that are fielding calls for their edge rushers.
Yeah, and I think it'd be a smart move for them. I know that the Raiders have come out multiple times and said that they won't trade Max Crosby, but Jerry Jones said that about Micah Parsons, and then the next day traded his ass. So
I don't know. We go through this every year with Crosby, though, and they refuse to let that guy go, and I understand why.
Oh, I do too, and he signed the big money and all that, and I believe most of his contract is base salary, so it's not like it's untradeable.
To me, it's a Myles Garrett situation.
I hate watching like the 2 best defensive players in the league, or 2 of the top 5 for sure, play for shit teams, dude. Like, I watched Detroit almost ruin Matt Stafford's career, ruin Barry Sanders' career, ruin Calvin Johnson's career. Just don't want to see that happen to some of these guys. Like, Max Crosby is an incredible talent, but he's never going to win a Super Bowl, especially out west. And I just hate to watch these players that are so good never be able to reach their full potential playing for the teams that they're playing for. So
I don't feel bad because they're all on their second contracts now. They chose to stay there.
I know that's, money talks, and Myles Garrett is the forefront poster child for that, because he came out and wrote a whole letter thanking Cleveland for his time there, and then signed at the time the biggest deal, non-quarterback deal.
Yeah.
Money, yip yappity yaps. So
Guys, I think I'll lose here for another 3 years.
yeah, for $180 million, fuck, you can even stick it up, man. All right, moving on.
Yeah, you can change my name.
Yeah, literally wife me up. All right, I think craziest game of the week, Giants Broncos. Holy cow, dude, that was a roller coaster of a game, and it kind of sucked. I was on my way in from hunting when that game was concluding, and I was like, Giants got this, dude. This one's in the bag. And then I'm watching the touchdown montage on Red Zone, and I'm like, I have no idea who won this game. No clue at all. Yeah, remember how I sent you? I got that whole first window of games right, and I could have cashed out for $74. I should have, because I ended up cashing out for my money back plus $1. When I would have just lost my couple bucks. But after I think Marcus Mariota threw a pick six, and I had Washington winning that game, and I knew that it wasn't going to happen anymore because for a while there, because the only game that I missed was that Dallas game. I got every other game right, and it would have been a couple solid $1,000. So, but whatever. I'll get one again this year. All right. Anyways, the Broncos ended up winning that game 33-32 on a last-second field goal when the Giants kicker, who they cut yesterday, by the way, freaking piece of shit. But they also got what's his nuts coming back from injury, so they shouldn't be too far off or have to make Jackson Dart or Cam Scatterable kick. Actually, I want to see Cam Scatterable kick field goals. I think that would be hilarious. He's kicking it with his toe. Like,
oh, he is.
Yeah, but the Giants blew that game. They had it in the bag and then some. Anyways, yeah, it was wild. Did you get to catch much of that?
I watched all of it.
Yeah. No, watch the whole thing.
And honestly, if I'm the Giants, that's a tough loss, but I still don't feel bad. The way their team is trending right now with Dart, that defense, Scatteraboo, they're looking very positive. I mean, that is a tough loss, but they should be happy.
Yep. No, you can't. For Giants fans, I'd still have so much optimism because, you lost the game, but you haven't had a couple guys make waves like this in forever. Since pretty much, I want to say, Eli Manning and OBJ. There you go. Yeah, pretty much since then. So.
Saquon.
Yeah, but he didn't have. Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's a 1-2 punch now with, Saquon didn't have fucking. I mean, he had Daniel Jones, but Daniel Jones was Danny Penny's back then, not Indiana Jones. So.
Well, and the Giants have the same issue. Without Malik Neighbors, you don't know any of their receivers. Not one else of their receivers that actually any other team would put as a number 1 or 2 or 3. And they need to get some help for him outside.
Yeah.
The tight ends have been clutch.
Yeah.
Another rookie tight end that nobody else talks about. He's been Jackson Dart's rock.
Yeah, sure has been. Fun to watch. It was good to see Bo Nix pull his head out of his ass because the last few weeks he's looked like dog shit. So it was good to see him play like we know that he can. So congratulations. You don't suck anymore. All right. Hats off to Jacoby Brissett, who's playing his ever-loving ass off with a team that is really injury-riddled and not very good on top of that. He almost took down the Pack attack, dude, and that would have been so sweet to me. But the Packers ended up pulling it out 27-23. Packers, I think, are on fraud alert, dude, like big time. What are your thoughts?
I think they're just one of them teams that are just random. One week they come out and they look like a Super Bowl caliber team, and the next week they come out and look like the Tennessee Titans. I mean, you really just don't know what you're getting.
Oh, so you're saying Tennessee's not a championship football team?
There's a chance.
Oh, my God.
It's 0.01%.
I'm like totally mind blown right now.
And for Arizona, I said this last week on the podcast. I think Jacoby Brissett runs that offense way better than Kyler Murray does.
Yes.
And he shows it again.
Yeah. I mean, if Kyler played this game, it would have been 27 to like maybe 13. Maybe.
Jacoby runs that offense well. He gets it to Trey McBride, which is their best weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I like Jacoby back there. I mean, as soon as Kyler comes back, they'll bench him and go back to being a losing team.
Yeah. They will. Well, they're still a losing team. Even with them, they just look better.
They are, but they play a lot better.
100%.
At least have a chance. It's not snowing yet.
All right. Commanders, Cowboys. That was honestly, Cowboys' offense is incredible. Javonte Williams is really coming out of his shell. CeeDee Lamb was back in full force. And Commanders' offense had Jaden Daniels go down in, I think, the early third quarter. And he will not be playing this Sunday either. But he also is having probably the worst sophomore slump of any second-year quarterback this year, especially considering the season he had last year and how incredible he was and how he won me this trophy here, and now he's going to make me lose it. So thank you, Mr. Daniels. Greatly appreciate that. I don't think it's going to be a long-term injury, as everybody saw him give a thumbs up to his mom in the crowd, and typically that's a good sign, like, hey, my dick didn't fall off. We're good. So
they're calling it a low-grade hamstring. But hamstring,
dude, if I'm a Commanders fan, I'm having freaking PTSD about RG3. I mean,
that's what I keep hearing, and I hope he's not like that.
Me too, dude. But it's just trending. I mean, he's a skinny fella. He ain't stout and big built like Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts. Like he's a smaller guy. I mean, like Lamar Jackson. I'm still surprised. I mean, Lamar's hurt currently, but he's been very uninjured most of his career, which is insane for how mobile he is and how, I say skinny, just in comparison to a lot of people that do the same thing that he does.
I think that's part of Jane's learning that he has to do. Lamar Jackson always avoids the big hit.
Yeah.
Even though he takes off, he knows when to get down early. He knows to get out of bounds. He's not taking them heavy shots all the time.
Nope, for sure.
Jaden gets absolutely wrecked.
Every game.
Oh, my God. So many times.
Yeah, it's wild.
And last week, dude, McLaurin was out. Deebo Samuel's out. Noah Brown's out. Eckler's still on the IR. Like, yeah, he's having a rough time.
Yep. So, I don't know. But the Cowboys took it to him 44-22. So... Again, that game lost me some money. All right. Falcons 49ers. You want to talk about a team that is the most unpredictable team of the year so far? The Atlanta Falcons. How can they literally put up a goose egg one week, come back the next week, score like 35 points, then come back the next week and score fucking 10? Against the 49ers defense that's playing with literal practice squad players.
Well, you both sat there and picked Atlanta while I picked the Niners because I don't trust Atlanta at all.
No. And I don't trust I don't trust any team this year. I don't even trust my own team, even though I want to, but I got trust issues, Lions, so yeah.
Michael Penix it depends. It's so week to week.
Penis.
Yeah.
Falcons lost 20-10 to the Niners. Mac Jones looked But, yeah, all right. Monday Night Football, we had Bucs Lions. It was a great game. I mean, everybody was all geeked up. It was going to be this high-scoring, affair, and I'm just so impressed with our defense. I'm so impressed with Kelvin Shepard, what he's been able to do, especially with the injuries that we have. No offense, Terrion Arnold, but you can stay on the bench, dog. I mean, everybody can sit here and argue with us that, like, we don't have anybody better, but guess what? We played without that somebody better this weekend, or on Monday, and we looked better than we have all year. So take that or leave it, but I would leave Terrion Arnold on the bench. So I don't know. What were your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, it was a good defensive battle, really, both teams. I mean, the Lions had a couple of big shots, but overall, I mean, both defenses played pretty well. And then Mike Evans going down just kind of
Gibbs hit 22 miles an hour was awesome. That was such an electric play. He is just so to run 22 miles an hour in full pads is insane.
Dude, did you hear Goff in his conference? They said, "So what do you think about Jameer hitting 22 miles an hour?" He goes, they're like, for the second time in his career. He goes, "Oh, I must be the third one, right?"
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I love Jared Goff's press conferences are awesome. I love him.
He's a good dude.
Yep. All right, and wrapping this up, I actually, as I stated on the podcast last week, said I would be going to bed at 10 o'clock. My ass stayed up and watched the entirety of this goddamn Seahawks-Texans game because I was just awake for some reason on Monday night. I don't know. I was off Monday, work this weekend, and I did take 2 naps on Monday, so that's probably why I was awake at 12:30 at night. All right. Seahawks won 27-19 against the Texans. Texans did, C.J. Stroud's another one that's doing this, just all day. And Sam Darnold, Jackson Smith, and Jigma, best receiver in the NFL right now. I know that everybody can argue that like Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase might have more talent if they had somebody better throwing to him. Well, guess what? They don't. And Jackson Smith and Jigma is number 1 right now. So, and kudos to him for the Jimmy Graham. Or whatever, he dunked the ball. Was that for who? Yeah, for Jimmy Graham. Yeah, was that for him? Yeah. Paying homage to him. That was cool. Taking the penalty for it and everything. I love the picture where he's still kind of hanging just a little bit, and the refs got the flag just out of his pants. It's a cool photo. It's a really cool photo. They need to take that away. Like, I get why it's a penalty because, like, you could, bend it and all that. But, dude, come on, man. Those things are put up better than that, and they should just away with that
one. You can literally do anything else besides pull the fake gun out and grab the goalpost. Like, come on.
I know, dude. Like,
come on.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get into our Week 8 picks here. We're gonna go through this, and we'll get into some college football talk. I don't think we're going to touch too much on the other sports, but we'll get there when we get there. So anyways, all right, Thursday Night Football, starting it off. Vikings-Chargers, who you got?
I like the Chargers in this one. They've had a rough couple games.
Fuck
a little bounce back.
Yeah. Boo. Yeah, I got the Chargers. Mainly for 2 reasons. One, like you said, I feel a bounce back from Justin Herbert. And 2, it's just hard for me to pick NFC North teams. Period. Especially ones that are playing with a backup quarterback. So, take it or leave it. Yeah, I got the Chargers. Ooh, man, you know what would be kind of wild? And this could happen. But the Dolphins are playing the Falcons. Who you got?
Oh,
yeah.
Every part of me wants to pick Miami, but God, they're in such disarray that I just can't. I got to go with Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta's at home. If this game was in Miami, I might take Miami just because, but okay. So the Falcons pretty much have a consistency that they play like shit one week and then come out swinging the next week. So they're probably going to come out swinging after scoring only 10 points last week, right? Yeah. So I'm definitely I'm going to take the Falcons. Excuse me. All right, Bears Ravens. I got the Ravens all fucking day long. Fuck you, Ben.
God, to me, it depends because Lamar is still undecided on whether he's going to play. I don't think that team can do it without Lamar. I don't think Cooper Rush has enough.
Completely agree with that. However,
I'm still going to pick
the Bears to win a single game all year. Yeah.
I hope Derrick Henry goes for like 200 at least.
That'd be sick.
That'd be great.
It'd be awesome. Maybe worth my time. Man, I'm still up in the air whether I should trade him for Pickens. The way Dak's playing football might be beneficial for me. But anyways, all right, moving on. Ooh, Jets Bengals.
Oh, give me Joe.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bengals too. I still don't think the Jets. It's getting more bleak each week that the Jets are not winning a game this year. And you want to know something crazy? If you put them up against the Lions team and the Browns team that also went 0-17 or 0-16, the Jets would beat the shit out of them. Like, they're just such a better team. Like, they're not – I don't think they're that bad of a team that they shouldn't have won a game this year. But they're like – it's the light is getting brighter at that end of that tunnel for them that they're not going to win one. So, yeah. Give me old man.
There was $40 million well spent. Dumbasses.
Fuck yeah, dude. All right, this game, on paper at the beginning of the season, would have been wrote off as a blowout. But I sneakily think that there could be a potential upset, if you want to even call it that, because I think they both have the same record. Bills-Panthers.
I like the way the Panthers have been playing, and the Bills' defense is still pretty shoddy. I'm going to go with Carolina on this one. I think they sneak one out here.
Me too. It's kind of tough. Like Josh Allen's just not been playing very good football. It's in Carolina. I think Carolina's been waiting for a while. You know what I forgot though? Bryce Young's not playing. Red Rocket. You still think the Red Rocket can get it done?
I do, because here's the thing. I think the Panthers are starting to pay more attention. When Rico gets the ball, even last week, they moved the ball. When Chuba's in the game, he didn't do shit.
No. Nope.
I think they're gonna give it to him even more now that Bryce Young's out.
Yeah, I hope so, dude. That'd be nice. Be super nice.
Intelligent.
Yeah. It'd be
What?
Tua. Oh God.
His head for you.
Oh, again, we got to find out that channel name. All right. Anyways, all right. So we're both taking the Panthers. 49ers, Texans.
49ers all day. CJ Stroud's just too inconsistent, and we don't know if Nico Collins is going to be cleared from concussion protocol.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Texans in this game, mainly because the 49ers are just so beat up. I know they keep finding ways to win, but they're not at home. I mean, the Texans are at home, so the 49ers got to travel. I'm taking Texans. I am. I think Stroud will come out and have a decent game.
McCaffrey to have another 200 yards, all purpose.
Yeah,
every freaking week.
Yeah. Hey, Saquon, how's that Madden cover working out for you?
Yeah.
All right. God, you know what? This is going to really test, I think, Drake May, but it's Browns-Patriots. I really think that the Browns have a good enough defense. It's really going to test where Drake May's sitting. Who you got?
I got the Patriots, because even if they hold them to 13 points, I don't know if the Browns can actually, their offense, score more than 13 in a game. I mean, they put up 31 this week, but that was their defense.
Very true. Yeah, I got the Pats, too. Ooh, this should be a good one. This should be a really good one again, too. Giants, Eagles.
Well,
I
kind of like the Giants in this one, to be honest. The way they played, they're going to come out pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
They already got one on the
Scatterbo
Eagles.
is going to give himself CTE before the game even starts.
He's been doing that every day since he woke up. Like, he's used to it. It's not even CTE anymore for him. It's just a normal morning.
Remember how you used to have that bed that was really close to the ceiling when we were growing up? Yeah, he has that, but it's concrete. And he just wakes up every morning and just, bah!
He just sleeps in his helmet so he can headbutt everything.
Dude, no, Cam Scatterbo sleeps naked with his helmet on, for sure. And cleats. Yeah. And cleats, no socks. Cleats, no. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm taking the Giants, too. Mainly because I'm just not a fan of rooting for the team to go back-to-back winning Super Bowls. So I'm going to vote against the Eagles for the most part. However, the Giants are playing really good ball. And like you said, they're going to come out really pissed off. It'll be good. It'll be a good game. Giants will take it. All right, we got an NFC South division matchup. Bucs Saints. Who you got?
Man, I should roll with Baker and the boys, but with everybody hurt, I think the Saints squeak one out.
The Saints are at home. I was kind of thinking the same thing, but I also, on another side, I'm thinking like, okay, maybe Baker will bounce back because he just doesn't, for Baker to score single digits 2 weeks in a row, I don't know is going to happen, especially against the Saints defense. Give me the Bucs. Give me the Bucs for shizzle. All right. Titans Colts. Oh man, that's an easy one.
Money line on this got to be pretty even. Yeah, I'll take Jonathan Taylor for 3 touchdowns, please.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see the Colts are at home. I don't see a way that the Titans can even compete. The Titans are going to have a hard time even scoring a touchdown, I think. But yeah, I see the Colts running away with this one pretty easily. Ooh, this could be interesting. They got a couple. Actually, these last 3, this last one in the 4 o'clock window, our Sunday night game, and our Monday night game are all going to be fairly decent games. So here we go. Cowboys, Broncos. Who you got?
I kind of like the Cowboys in this one, to be honest, and that really kills me to say that.
Yeah, me too, because I'm going to take Denver because I just think they got to keep this momentum going. And like you said, if I don't know how Sean Payton can convince Drake May that it's the fourth quarter when the game's starting. Like, hey, I know we're going out for a coin toss, but when you come back, you're going to pass through a time warp that puts you in the fourth quarter, and we're down by 17. So go.
And I wonder all year, is it Bo or is it the play calling? I mean, when it's 0-0,
You know, I
being
used to have a lot of
conservative?
respect for Sean Payton, and I can agree. Does Sean Payton call the plays?
I'm not sure on that one.
Well, either way, his low blow at Russell Wilson and shit, dude. I know that he doesn't like Russ, but like that's some petty schoolgirl shit. And like he's just really starting to show his true colors that he is kind of a little freaking prick like that. I don't know, man. But anyways, I can agree with you on the front that the play calling's not there. But why is it there all of a sudden in the fourth quarter?
Well, when you're down by 30, you have no choice. Like, you need to start out.
Well, then start playing. That's why I've also never got, like, there's been a few games this year where it's like 14-14, and then the finals like 42-38, and all the scoring was done in the fourth quarter. It's like, why not just have that mentality the whole time instead of going, all right, it's 7 minutes left in the first quarter, so we're just gonna hand it off here, and then it's just mundane. Football ain't winning championships. It's not.
No, and it's been a lot. Like, oh, we're up by 7. Okay, well, first and second down is going to be a handoff up the middle. Like, come on.
Yes. Preach, Nick. Preach. All right.
Pay these guys to fucking score.
I don't pay you to circle jerk each other.
Apparently
That's
you
on
do for 3
Saturdays. All right. This will be Aaron Rodgers' first time playing the Packers since leaving Green Bay. It is at home again in Pittsburgh, though, so it's not like he has to go to Lambeau. However, who you got?
I like Pittsburgh in this one. I look for DK Metcalf to have a huge day.
Yeah, me too. I think he can tear up that Packers secondary pretty good. So, yeah, give me the Steelers. Give me the Steelers by 2 tutties, for sure.
Yeah, I think it'll be a field goal game, but I like the Steelers.
You know my stance on Mr. Rodgers. However, he can play pissed off, like, pretty well. And I don't think he's so much pissed off at Green Bay about anything or how things ended there. I think it was mutually time for him to move on from there, and stuff. But he's going to be playing. He's going to come out to play. And especially with him losing the way that he did last week, this man has probably done nothing but frickin' throw a football at a wall like an angry child. So
I don't know. I feel like he's done so much ayahuasca. He probably can't get that angry anymore.
Waj has smoked the same thing as Tua.
You got to sit in a dark room to get wound up now after his darkness retreat.
Yeah. Fucking jag off. All right. So, yeah, give me the Steelers, though. Okay, and our Monday Night Football game to wrap us up here, Commanders-Chiefs.
Without Jaden Daniels, Mariota shown some spark, but that ain't happening.
Yeah, Mariota's probably the best backup in the league, at least play-wise this year. Like, he came in and went like 1-1, you know what I mean? And it's all you can ask for from a backup. But with the Chiefs being at home, God, I hate picking the devil worshippers. No, you know what? I don't care. These picks don't mean shit on this channel, so suck it. I'm taking the Commanders. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm never gonna take the Chiefs. Never, ever take those devil worshiping dicks. Ever in my life. All right, that's gonna.
So here's a good one for you today. Somebody told me, somebody called him a devil worshiper, and before they even got into their story about what it was, nothing related to football, mind you, I had to ask him if he told me he was a Chiefs fan, and I got the weirdest look ever.
That's also someone devil worship the devil. Oh, so you're Chiefs? That's fucking hilarious, Nick. Love it. All right, we'll hit you guys with some college football here. Michigan ended up beating Washington 24-7. Slipped Michigan back into the 25th slot on AP rankings. Michigan State fell hard, not as hard as I thought they'd fall, to Indiana, 38-13. Fun fact: CBS has the entire 150-something schools ranked, not just the top 25. Michigan State is the coolest number at 69. All right.
Let's give it up for Indiana locking up their coach.
Oh, dude, yeah. Kurt Signetti is Indiana's slave for the next 9 years or 8 years.
He's the man, though.
He is. I'll give him credit where it's due. There's not many people that are cocky and can back it up, And he's one of them because in his press conference, some reporter asked a stupid-ass question, and he literally said, do you not even know who I am? I think you should Google me. I win games. Next question. I'm like, oh, damn. And then came out and beat Oregon. So
he does, though. Look at his resume. Like, even though he was at James Madison, like, all he does is win.
Yep. All I do is win, win, win. All right. Oh, this was a fun one. Louisville took down Miami. Did you get to catch any of that?
I did not, but I was very surprised by that.
Me too. But, I mean, you know what? Not really, because I kind of thought Carson Beck in Miami had been a little overhyped most of the year. I do. I knew they were going to fall at some point. I just didn't think it'd beat a Louisville. But Vandy beat out LSU 31-24. And then there was another year. Bama put up a really, really good showing against Tennessee. Beat them 37-20.
4 straight ranked matchups in a row. Roll Tide.
Oh, we got Michigan State this weekend.
Yes,
sick.
We do.
Yeah, you already texted me if I wanted to put down $20 on it. I'm like, yeah, no. I'm like, no. Even though I'm still gonna pick State to win it, they are at home. And we both know, rankings mean nothing when it comes to these college rivalry games. It means absolutely nothing. You could have a totally unranked state team like we have this year come in and play a top 5 ranked Michigan team, and still it's anybody's game. So that'll be a fun one. That's Saturday at 7:30. So cool beans, man. I know where I'll be at right inside my house watching that shit. Okay, so Nick, I'm going to give you the reins to get us filled in on our Major League Baseball playoffs.
So let's just catch up from Game 7 there. Oh, man. Mariners are up 3-1. 2 men on. George Springer hits a 3-run shot to left field. Mm-hmm. It was absolutely unbelievable to watch that stadium go nuts. You know, a vet like that, just doing what he does in the postseason. Just so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
The Dodgers are unbelievably favored in the World Series, which I understand. They have 4 aces in their lineup. But I think it's going to be a better series than what people are giving them credit for. Toronto has a hell of an offensive team.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to watch starting Friday. I don't plan on missing one game of the World Series.
Yeah, that'll be good. It's going to be great television. The World Series is always such a just a fun time of year. So,
and again, this is in Toronto.
These next couple weeks are my favorite couple weeks of sports because now this is the very, very slim time that we have baseball, basketball, hockey, and football. All 4 major sports will be going on until the World Series concludes. And then we will get all 4 sports again. No, we won't because football won't be going on.
Only 3 to April
it's just this couple weeks. So, ladies and gentlemen, cancel your plans. Park your butts on the couch. Watch some goddamn sports. Order Uber Eats or DoorDash or whatever fucking lazy app you use.
The Pistons play game 1 tonight. The Red Wings play tonight. They've won 5 in a row. Off to a nice start.
Hell yeah, that's a great start, man. We look actually good.
And to carry the theme out to start the Pistons season, fuck Chicago. We play the Bulls.
Haha. Love it. Absolutely love it, Nick. All right. So I guess with that being said, that's a great way to end our 46th episode. So, Nick, you got anything else?
Fuck Chicago.
All I got. All right. That being said, we are Hulaham the fuck out.